abandon something! Really do. Welcome back to my garage, everybody. In this video I will be fitting the really thick loft insulation, as you get it, inside the cavities of my van. I am part way through filming another video which will be how to carpet your van. If I've released that already, because I don't know, that link will be above the channel, above the video right now on the channel. So without further ado, let's go and have a look at the products I'll be using to do the thick loft cavity insulation. Here is everything that I will be using. So I have actually got a couple more of these in the garage should I need them, because I don't actually know how much I need. But this is the Diall recycled plastic loft insulation made from recycled plastic bottles, and that's important, and I'll explain why in a minute. I also got a couple of trim tools, I've got a mask, got some spray glue, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be using it as of yet, because I actually want to be able to remove it out of the cavities to run wires at a later date. But you might want spray glue if you've already done your wiring. Pair of gloves, knife, scissors, and I've got more knife blades and stuff like that if I need it. So onto this product. The reason why plastic loft insulation from the bottles is very good, because it does not sweat and it does not hold moisture. They're the main reasons why I've gone for it. And like I said, I got 3 of these from B&Q for 53 quid delivered to my house. It says there that it'll cover, well, it's 6 meters long by however wide, so it's 100mm thick, if I'm getting that right. It's 37 centimeters wide and 6 meters long. Personally I think it's a little bit bigger than that, but yeah, so it's going to cover whatever, yeah, 2.2 meters squared. That's what this is going to cover. I'm going to use it to tuck into all of my cavities here, so essentially here, in there, which I will stick because otherwise it'll probably fall out. The door's open so you can't see it, and in there. So this thick stuff goes in there, in the door, in there, and in here. And then you can put a bit extra in here, and if you can get a bit in there, bang a bit in there. The more you put it in, the more you're insulated. So have at it, really. So let's go and open this bad boy up and see if we can start feeding it into one of these cavities. So I have unpackaged the roll. You can see that's how thick it is, but it squashes nice and easy. So I'm just going to cut it into probably like foot sections, or well, maybe even 2 foot sections, and just squash it into that section. Then a bigger bit across there and squash it in as best I can. And that's the thing, I'm just going to squash it, put as much of it in the cavities as I can. So I've got no idea how easy this thing is to cut. Not easy would be the answer. What about scissors? There we go. One piece of insulation. Stuff in. That's a good guess for size, that. So then the next piece I'm going to do it across there. Or I might actually do that. No, I'm going to do another one of them, get it in the back of there first, then I'm going to do the one that goes across there. So I need about the same again. Cut with vigour and anger. You will get through. Maybe use a good pair of scissors. I've used this scissors to do all the freaking sound deadening, all of the previous insulation. It's probably blunt as oak now. Does it rip? Oh my god, it rips. Oh, don't bother cutting it with scissors, it rips. Down, get down there. Yeah, it rips. So a rough guess, about that much. It's not as neat, but it's much faster. Pull it over nice and neat, and I'm going to have to stick the next bit on, I think, unless I can tuck it up there somehow. So get that sort of size. You've got to back it out, push it up there, up there, up there, come on. Yeah, get in there. Like that. Just tuck it in. Oh. Yeah, that bit's going to have to be glued. And there's a bit down there that I'm going to have to try and tuck in as well. Yeah. Right, so glue. We're going to get our spray glue. We're going to get our rough side piece. We're going to, because it's contact glue, you need to glue where it's going. If you're doing a lot of glue in one go, I recommend a mask. Like that. Then you have to glue the back of the foam. This says you have to wait 2 to 3 minutes, but from my previous experience with the carpet, you do not. I'm going to push it on. Tuck that up underneath. Like that. And that squashes flat when you put your board on. Easy. Can I get more in there? If I get more, I'm going to put more in. I can! Get as much as possible in. End of the day, this is what's going to keep you warm inside your van. So if you can fill up all your cavities, do it. Just do it. Yeah, look at that. That's going up into a cavity. Ow. Ooh, that cut back on my finger. Sweet. So, can I get... No, I can't get it hooked up there. So I've got that there, that's tucked up to there. I'm going to see if I can get some into... I don't know if you can see on camera. See if I can get some... Alright, I'll definitely be able to get some tucked back of there. That was easy, that was really quick. That'll have to be stuck. Right, we'll go on to that one shortly when I end up sticking it all down. So now I've done that other wall, it's time to do these cavities on this part of the wall and on the door. And like I said to you before, we're probably going to end up using a spray glue to hold it on. So if I get a rough measure of what I need, whip it there. See that that'll fit inside, and it'll tuck both sides because I made it a little bit bigger. That's great. So now I'm going to glue. We're going to glue all of this. Again, make sure you're wearing your face mask, like I'm not. I'll glue back up this. Tuck, like so, tuck, like so. So now I'm going to rip the smaller bits off and get them tucked up into there, and then I'm going to do the same again for this bottom section, and I glue all that. In fact, let's do the bottom section first. If you watch on the time lapse, I think you saw I'm actually on my second roll now. I thought that I might have bought too much, but apparently not. Well, I might have, but well, no, because I think I might be into my third roll. Then 3 rolls would be enough. Glue the back of this. Line it up. Drop it down. And stick. And then I'm going to add a bit more glue. Let's do a stick. Love it. I've got my own punching bag in my van. And I rip some smaller bits off, like I said, and get them tucked down there. The more you have, the better you'll be. So when I get some more tucked in that way down, hopefully it will slide as easy as the other one did. Nearly there. Come on. Come on. Just be careful when fingering the holes. They're sharp. But not always in life. Okay. Next bit. Next bit. And a bigger bit. Like so. God. We've just got the sliding door to do now. So I do have a plan for my sliding door later down the line, which will be a surprise when I get there. So I'm not really fussed. I can surprise you when I get there for that. I really wish that the previous person didn't glue. I wish he'd left that as metal, but he hadn't. He'd carpeted it, so that means I'm gonna have to carpet that strip there to make it look neat. But yeah, I'll do that section. Anyway, back to this. Tuck in more in cavities. I realise I may have hit the camera. My fingers got stuck behind the metal. So as I was saying, I have a plan for my door. Well, no, I have an idea for my door. I don't have a plan for it yet. So later down the line, I'll have to revisit this. I'll probably end up pulling some of this out. Not so much the ones in the cavities, but any big bits I put on. But that's an idea for another day. At the moment, we're still trying to make a camper van. I want to try and get my van livable, usable. Finger stuck. And then I can look at upgrading stuff. No point trying to upgrade stuff I ain't even got yet. So that can have a section across there. That might be multiple small sections. That can have a full strip across there, and that can probably have a full strip across there as well. So let's go for that one first. be wary that you do have your door lock on that one, so try not to pull out the wire. That's that there. That goes to your door lock mechanism. So try and leave that still attached, preferably. Can I get more up there? I think I probably can. Yeah. All about as much as possible. And I am going to need my next roll. I can't rip it that way. Where's the spray glue? So, with that, spray glue that. And back of that. And then stick. Bit annoying that I haven't managed to do it with 2 rolls. It's going to require all 3. So don't forget, guys, those that are new to the channel, mine's a long wheelbase van, so I'm going to end up using a 3rd roll, whereas if yours was a short wheelbase, chances are you'd have done it with 2. So bear that in mind before you buy your materials. I've certainly been very thorough, but I am going to have to cut that. That's how much I'm short. I have to break into a 3rd roll for that bit. In theory, I could have maybe not shoved as much in a cavity somewhere, and I probably would have got it out of the 2. But as with everything I've done on my build so far, I'm doing the best job I can do with the best products that I can reasonably afford to do the best finish I can possibly get, if that all makes sense. Right, so I'm going to start the 3rd roll, and I'll give you a quick overview once I've actually finished it. That is all of the big cavities done, and I was like, oh well, I could have probably done it with 2. No, because I forgot I ain't done the back doors yet. So 3 rolls was definitely needed. Now, someone's going to ask me at some point, I'm sure, about sticking this stuff here. Now, for now, I'm not doing it because I don't know how much room I've got behind my panels, because panels are going to clip here. So theoretically, I should have enough room, but I will come back to that at a later date, and I'll either stick some down, or I've actually saved some thinner stuff that was in the van here. So I might just end up sticking that back up. It's really thin, to be fair. It's thinner than I thought it was. So I might stick that up, or I might stick this thicker stuff up, because obviously it does squash quite flat. And I just don't know right now what to do until I put my ply panels up. So I shall be putting the ply panels up before I go any further, but I need to carpet them and that first. So this video will be spread out over a couple of days. But anyway, I'm going to get some shoved into that cavity and some stuck and shoved into that cavity, because then that's that job done. So both the door cavities have now been done, and I've probably got about half a roll left. So yeah, I've used 2.5 rolls so far. That one I've tucked in quite nice and well, in my opinion. I've got quite a lot in there. Got more in this one, obviously, but you've got to be careful of the rods which come from this handle, because obviously you can see there it's on top of the wire. So I kept checking that it still works smoothly, which it does, because don't want to make it too tight, because it'll end up popping off, and then you'll have issues when you want to camp and stuff like that. So yeah, that's ready for its panel to go back on once I've carpeted them. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I've decided not to put the insulation up the top, because I don't, if I feel like I need it later down the line, if I think it might help with the temperature in the van, I will add it. But for the time being, with how much I've stuffed in the van, I just want to test my van and see what it's like when I actually get onto a field somewhere. So I'm not going to do it, so that means I'm going to wrap this video up here for now, and if I do decide to do it at a later date, I will revisit this and add it into another video, or make another video. yeah, so that is pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little insightful video on how to install the really thick sound deadening stuff into the cavities. As you can see, my van is now fully carpeted, and the link for that video will be up. I don't know if I've released it yet as I've released this video, but when I've released it I will put a link up in the top of the video as a card thing that's going to pop up anytime now. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel as always if you want to see some more fantastic content on Alan, my van. And a huge shout out and thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Obviously if you're interested in checking them out, checking my Patreon out, the link is in the description, and a huge thanks to them. Their names will come up at the end of the video to say thank you very much. Right, stay humble guys, take care. I will see you soon in another video. Not sure which video it is, but I'll see you soon. Take care, bye. I mended something! Really do.